you don't hear? Okay, well, I'm back on, it's Saturday now. I thought it was Friday. It was Friday when I got up. It's Saturday morning. It's actually almost 3:49 a.m. Okay, so, doing another live stream, and I'm going to take a sidetrack off the ASRock computer repairs or setup with Fedora 26 that I've been working on. Repairs and setup. Anyway, this is part of my video making. I've been thinking about ways to do this for a while, and I just thought it would be kind of neat if I could. I have this VR headset. It's called a Fire LA. It's an Amazon brand, and I got it cheap a while back. And well, the main reason I got it is not because I thought I would really be into that, because I knew it would probably bother my eyes a little bit, and it does, and I really can't use it very well because it bothers my eyes too much. But the reason I got it, and this is why I haven't used it for this, see that's open right there, and the camera can see it when you put your phone in there. And I've got my phone down here in the cradle for it, and it's plugged into the power right now to keep it from running down while because I have it streaming right now. And see, that's the way I record. Put this down now. The way I record my videos is I have them wirelessly streaming to my Wi-Fi network. You see that I'll just set that one over there to kind of give me two views, and usually I have it on like the machine I'm working on or something. And camera 3, lately I've been using it with my lapel mic, and now I've got the camera turned on as well. I've been just turning on the audio. And the lapel's on my shirt, but here's the connector for it. It's not plugged in right now because I have to, let's go back to camera 1. I have to, you see this silver deal sticking out of the phone there? That's an adapter that came with my lapel mic. And I have to use it. It won't work without it on this phone. I didn't know it was going to, I saw that in the kit, but I thought it was just for, I just thought it'd be for something like a Samsung phone or something like that. I didn't figure it would. Mine's an Alcatel, and it doesn't. It's kind of a standard phone, or a, general. I thought it was pretty well. What would you say? The common inputs and outputs. As the Samsungs and iPhones, they have their proprietary, connectors and stuff. So I didn't expect it to need that adapter, but maybe they made this. Here, the pinout, it's a different pinout. It changes the pinout so that it matches my phone. And it works. Luckily, I picked this one, because if I had picked another one that didn't have that extra adapter, this is the only one I saw with that. It has 2 adapters. It has another one that will change. That's the other reason I got it. It was only $9.99. It works well enough. I mean, I'm not using it right now. You'll tell when I change. You'll tell the audio's not as good as on my Shure SM58 I'm talking on right now. But it's all right. It's usable, especially considering it's going through the phone, through the Wi-Fi, the wireless network and everything. I think luckily that works, because it's analog until you get into the phone, and then it's turned to digital and sent through the air digitally and all that. So the old wireless mics that we used to use back in the early 90s, when they first became a big affordable for like a small sound company that I worked with some friends of mine. I did sound for bands and stuff. We had Audio Technicas that had Shure SM58 heads on them, and they're like $750 each. They were dual channel. I think they were, dual channel, and but that was cheap back then. And they worked, and you could select different channels, and that's what you'd have to do to get them to work, to get around interference. And it was analog signals over the air, and I honestly don't know now. I don't remember if they converted coming from the mic to the receiver was analog. I'm almost certain of that. So, and I think it was analog going from there to the well, that was plugged straight in. That's plugged straight into the mixer. Yeah, that was an analog out signal. That's an analog mixer. We didn't have digital mixers back then. So yeah, it was an analog signal. The one coming from the the mic to the receiver could have been digital, going through the air, and then converted back and forth. I wouldn't swear to it, because I used to know back then, and now I can't remember. And of course, back then I was just learning about them too. But first time I'd ever seen anything like that, in person. But sidetrack. Well, anyway, present day, I'm using my smartphone as a wireless mic. And all I need is there's a little app I got running right now called IP Webcam. And you can set it to, let me see, let me get on the desktop and see if I can show it. I don't know if I can or not. Actually, I've been using I use TeamViewer, and it works pretty well. But as soon as it's been working, but it gets a little lag, and sometimes a lot of lag. And right now, it's really not responding well at all. I can control the phone just fine, and I can see it happen instantly on the phone, but nothing's happening on my desktop screen there. You're not seeing it. Sometimes I can, like, let's see if you see that. Okay, so now you see the phone, though. It made it change. Sometimes when you change what you're doing with the app, but you don't see the preview. It's just, it's just kind of, I think it takes a freeze. It freezes. And I think that's what's probably causing it. Oh, I think I might have turned the camera off. Yeah, I turned the camera so okay, well, let's leave it off until I'm ready to use it. That'll help. Now you might be able to see what I was going to show you. Okay, the app's called IP Webcam. Yeah, there we go. That's what was causing it. Okay. And it's still very slow to respond, though. It's just too much on my network, I think. But anyway, you can, in the audio mode, you can enable audio, you can turn it off with the camera stream. And when you touch things, sometimes it activates a checkbox, And then you can also stream audio only. So what I've been doing lately is streaming audio only on this one, and it's my wireless mic. And then the others are my this what you're seeing is frozen up now. The others are my let's see, how am I going to do it? Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and start my server. Now you saw that. Saw the ad. Okay, now you're not seeing the screen went black, but that's fine. Okay, so now I'm streaming audio and video, and that'll work. I did a couple of tests. It works just fine. But my remote desktop, I don't know, maybe the phone can't do that much. But I'm still going to try and use, okay, let's see. Yeah, I'm still going to try and use I want to use my mouse and keyboard. That's what I want to do. And I bought an OTG cable for this phone, and I found out it doesn't support OTG. The operating system or the phone hardware doesn't, or both. Actually, my operating system, I forgot which one it is, 4.3, I think, Android 4.3. It's supposed to support it, so I think it's the hardware. So, let's see. Yeah, I don't even need to. Oh, yeah, I'll have to be in that screen, I guess. Yeah, I don't know. It's pretty tricky to try and control the phone when you can't. You're not seeing it. And it's just completely quit now. Let's see. But the thing is, here's what I'm going to try to do. Let's get back over here. Okay, this is the app I'm going to try to view it in. And the whole thing is, I've tried it before. And when there's only one, what this VR does is there's a picture of what it does. It duplicates the image, so each eye sees the same. I guess the same image. That looks slightly different in the picture there. Oh, it's showing that you can adjust it. I guess if you needed to, you could. Yeah, the brightness and stuff for your eye. I guess maybe for your eyes. Yeah, there's a lot of adjustments in there. So anyway, that's just how this virtual reality works. It takes a video and it just copies the image and then makes it one for each eye. So it's not 3D. This is just VR, as they call it. So this is the one that worked the best and will do what I want it to do, at least on a regular YouTube video. I can't show it to you in the phone here because. I could probably hold it up to the other camera or something, but it's just so small. But if I look at my phone preview on my phone through the VR headset with two eyes, but one picture, then it makes me nauseous instantly, and it makes me dizzy, and I can't do it. I have to close one eye, and it still bothers me a lot. So it's not allergy problems again. I thought, well, if I I kept thinking if I could preview it like this app does, then I might be able to use it some, not a lot. I mean, the thing's kind of heavy on your head too, but there's like sometimes you just can't do what you want to do when you're trying to make a video. You need both hands to do stuff, and you can't. And a lot of times I forget to aim the camera. Even if I can use one hand to do it, I can forget to aim the camera. So here I am doing stuff, and I've got the camera usually in my left hand, and I'm doing stuff, and I start out okay, and then next thing you know, I got to look at what I'm doing. Can't look at the camera all the time, and I forget. So I'm not very good at that, and also moving smoothly and all that. But if you're looking through this at what you're filming, then you know exactly that you're messing up your video. Now the bad thing about it is it's like blinders on a horse. You have no peripheral vision, I could probably get by doing some simple tasks that way, but the dizziness and all that, and the bothering my eyes, making me feel nauseous, just that's a no-go. So this might work, but I haven't been able to test it out. I can play one of my old my previous videos in this app, and it splits them and makes them VR. And I couldn't find one that could do my preview, that could pick up. See, I'm streaming to my local network, so that's the first idea I had, was to pick up my local stream, and I'll show you just for a minute here. I can't do it for long, or I will. Let's see. There it is. This is one of my cameras. I can go to this page, and I can see my stream. Can't do it for long because it'll cause my machine to use up all its memory. OBS is working pretty hard right now as it is, and Firefox I can close it now. I just needed to, what am I on? Oh, sorry, forgot to switch. One more time, history, IP webcam. Okay, now what I can do is go to the IP address of one of these phones, or all three. We wouldn't want to go to but one at a time because of the resource usage. Click on the browser. There's just several different ways to view them, but the browser works best in Firefox for me. So see, I can see the camera, and you can also adjust it and all that. A lot of adjustments and stuff too. Oh yeah, that's one thing I need to do. So if I change it to this other, oh wait, maybe I don't need to do that, because my whole idea, one of my tests, I changed this one thinking I was changing the other one. Let's go to 114. Okay, now that's this one. That's this one here, see? The one that I'm going to be putting in the headset. Now I could see, like, it's all washed out there, and I could change the exposure and make it not wash it out so bad. It's still going to be blurry. Well, you can actually might be able to read that with me holding it. When I have to put it behind me, because this is right in front of my face. If I put it behind me and then zoom in on it so that it's about that close, then it gets blurry, because these are not good cameras. They're not nothing special. Okay, see, that's where I have to have it, and of course I can't work like that, and I can't sit there and hold it. So, but I don't think I want it like that. Put it back on 0, and look at my stream right quick. I'm going to close Firefox here in a minute. I expect it to be okay, but let's make sure. Yeah, okay. So, close that for now. I got to keep this hasn't come back at all, so there's no point in having it. I'm going to close Team Viewer, and maybe if I open it back up again, I'm on desktop. Okay. Yeah, the thing is, I need to have my stream going, and it is going. And this IP, it's called IP webcam. I didn't think to get the page up for it. I've showed it lots of times before, but that's what I used to stream with. It's a VLC stream, and I pick it up with OBS Studio. But that's got to be streaming, because this camera, the one I would like to control. Okay, here's what I'm trying to do. I was going to use a Team Viewer to control the camera to copy it, just so I can use my mouse and keyboard to copy and paste, because I can't do that. I'm not an Android guy. I just got smartphones about a year ago. I've never had them before, and I don't like the way all this works at all. I like a regular computer and a keyboard and mouse. I'm really into that and really into Linux and all that stuff. But and that's fine. You know, the file system, when you look through it in Android, it's great. It looks just like, you know, it's the same basic layout as most Linux desktop systems. So I get it streaming, get it. I mean, my camera's streaming right now. Yeah, so it's already streaming, and I just have to put it in the headset there, and then plug in my mic, and then try to go get that URL of my live stream and put it into the VR viewer that I was showing a while ago, and on this phone, so that I can see. It'll be delayed, but I'll be able to see where I'm aiming the camera with virtual reality, you know, with the two images in front of my eyes, so that maybe it won't bother me. It's kind of hard. I'm going in circles trying to explain it. But that's the plan, and that's what I'm going to do. I haven't tried that part yet. I've tried everything but that. But I had to do it live because I couldn't get it to work on any. I tried about 4 or 5 apps, and none of them would do it in the... let's go back to the screencast again, I guess. None of them would do it in the... and you're able to hit the home screen and leave the camera streaming. Uh-oh. Went back to the login screen. I might have lost the camera. Let's go see. Yeah, that would be one thing that wouldn't be good if that gets... Anyway, I've been doing it several times and it's been working. Okay, I didn't lose the camera. Good. Okay, it went back to the login screen. I thought, uh-oh, I lost the camera. Okay, but then you can run other apps. And I had actually never tried that before. I never really had any reason to try it. So what I'll do is go ahead and get here on the phone, start up Team Viewer on the phone, then I'll go over here on the computer and say connect to the computer, and then it'll ask me, do I want to allow? I'll say yes. Now I'll go back to the desktop. And see, now here you go, you've got the stats of the phone and some stuff you can look at, and then you click down here for remote control, and now it's there, and I can control the phone. Now see, right at first it's good, you can see it. Now that delay, the first click I made, you saw it. Now you haven't seen the next thing. I did a swipe with the mouse, and I do another one with my finger. It doesn't matter. It doesn't catch up. So, and that's just, it actually, I guess it's because I'm streaming that camera. But if I stick this thing in, let's go back. I can still control the phone, and I need that copy and paste. Okay. I may be working hard at something that might not be as hard as I think it is. I didn't know how to copy and paste. I just figured it out about an hour ago. Never, don't guess I ever tried it. The whole URL, I especially couldn't type a YouTube URL. So I'm going to do these two cameras while I'm doing this, and then I'll switch back to desktop. Well, I guess there's no point in switching to desktop. Well, I have to do it so I can see what I'm doing. Okay, so get the VR headset, and and one thing I noticed in my tests, this let's put it over that way. Yeah, the door, it slides to pretty easy, and it had kind of moved over a little bit and got in my shot of my video. So I taped it open with some clear tape. There's a big piece of what I call packing tape, but it's really clear stuff across there. So I've already got it all going and streaming. So I'll put it in there. I'm forgetting which way to aim it to make it. Now I'll have to I'll set it down here. I figured out my finger won't. Oh, let's unplug this power. I've been leaving the power on there to keep it from running down while I was getting ready to go. Now, where that power was going in, I can stick a pencil in there to keep the phone because it moves too easy. And I can see that. That's plugged in. I'll make sure I get it in all the way. Yeah, that's why I need the pencil to hold the phone still. There. You really got a pretty hard click on it. I generally put it in the silver one and then put it in the phone, but I couldn't do that up in there. You know. Okay, now. I believe I can turn off the SM58 and turn on the other mic. Okay. Yeah, mute it. Not muted. I might have been. If I was talking with an echo this whole time, I'd be mad. Oh, it wouldn't. Well, I wouldn't have until I plugged the mic in. It might have had some background noise in my video, though. I should have went and listened to the video, I guess. I think I just messed up. So if you heard, sorry if the audio was bad. I didn't realize. But now, the audio from Cam 3 will go to any camera that I switch to, because I have it in every scene. You can see. Okay, you can see the desktop scene. You see the audio going there, working away there. And so is the SM58. What happened there? I must have unmuted it when I wasn't paying attention. Got myself confused and turned around. Let's see. Now, Cam 3. Okay, yeah, because when I mute the SM58, it mutes with the mouse. In this window here, this window right here, it mutes because it's a standard audio interface. But when I put that cam, the audio as a stream I had to put it into every one of my scenes. I created a shortcut in this mixer here. Well, yeah, in there to mute and unmute. I just hit Control. I made it Control 3 because it's on camera 3. Okay, so now I can't wear my glasses. And well, I need them on until I get things set up, though, so I can see what I'm doing. Okay. Oh, I might have to put this on. Yeah, when I did all my tests, I didn't have it in the headset, and I was looking at the phone. Okay, so what I need to do is get in. I guess I'll get in Chrome. Let's see if it'll. Okay, I can see it now. Let's go to, oh, you know what? I think it'd be easier to go to the YouTube app, or did I have, no, I couldn't copy. I couldn't figure out how to copy from there. So, I'm going to set this over here for now, over on my tray, get it out of my way. Let's see. Oh, yeah, it's not. What I'm doing is it is kind of working, but it's very slow. Okay, are we still in desktop? Yeah, so you see what I'm saying. Okay, and it went black now. I don't think it's going to work. Okay, so okay, I'm going to put the headset on my head. This was one contingency that I didn't figure out ahead of time. Sometimes you don't know what's going to happen until you do it. Okay, yeah, now my phone is off to the right side a little too much. I'm going to try to move it. Stick my pencil in there. Yep, okay, that's pretty much aligned. I haven't used this in so long. Oh, yeah, it makes it, so I wasn't ready to put this in the phone yet. I needed to try to get it going first and then put it in the headset. I see, because I got to be able to use I have to be able to use this phone itself. So, let's reverse here. Still going to leave it so that I can use the let's go back here, unmute the mic, mute the phone mic because I'm going to have to unplug it. You know what? Yeah, I already tried this. I already tried, let's try it again. Yeah, it won't work. You have to unplug it. It will, it won't fit through there. The silver part will, but the, I keep forgetting that I could switch to cameras and stuff like that. But let's just try to get this done. So I took it out, and this part is too big to go through the little hole where it goes to plug in there. So I'll have to do all this again. And when you go to unplug it, it makes the phone slide way far and everything. But that actually protects this from being broken. You know, it holds it and stuff. So it actually could be usable if I could figure my system out here, how to get it all going without taking so forever. Okay, so I need to go to the, oh, now my homepage keeps screwing up and not going to, I didn't realize I have different things on different home pages too. I've got YouTube on all the home pages of the other phones, but not this one. Okay, let's see if I can get it from the YouTube app. I think I may have had to end up going to the, yeah, you can see that. Okay. Sometimes it'll catch up and work. Well, you could if I was on desktop. Okay. That's the other reason it's not good to always switch and stuff. Okay, so I'm on YouTube. Let's go to library, I guess. Oh, there it was right there. Let's go back. Okay, yeah, my live stream. Okay, I'm going to click on that with my finger there. Oh, I see it. Okay, now. Let's see if there's a, I guess I have to do it on the phone if I can. I don't see the it's too little. There it is. Home, let's see. Oh, it went out of the, I think it went out of the live stream. It's gone on my, oh no, it's really throwing my, because I'm streaming this on my desktop. Let me try getting on the camera then, because I can't figure out what to do. I'm seeing, I can't find the spot to click share. That's what I'm trying to do. So there we go. Now I can see me. Oh, now I can see me on the phone. Oh, right. Okay. This is much more tricky than I realized it was going to be. Okay, desktop. I guess I should just go to YouTube and do it. I went back to desktop, although it hasn't switched. Why isn't it switched on the camera? Oh, because I'm watching my stream. Okay. Yeah. There it is. Live me. Oh, you don't go to it. You click the little dots. Okay, now I'm going to hit share. And I'll hit share an email. Share with email. Oh, there's more down there. I didn't remember there were so many. Got 100 ways to share it. But what I want, because of the different apps I have, share an email. Oh, now it actually shows up. Okay, for at least, well, I'm getting white on my phone too right now. Guess I'm giving my phone too much to do. Now, there we go. I made an M in there by accident. Now, if I use my mouse, maybe I can do this. I figured out that you got to hit, oh, what happened? Did I get a different keyboard this time? Yeah, when you try to just do it normally, it doesn't work. Maybe you can drag that little, nice, you can drag that little blue thing around all day long. This keyboard's different. Oh, this is the hacker keyboard, the one I like. I don't know how it turned on. It has control. So if there was no control. Let's see, how do you do that? Yeah, but it has control. See, I was hitting Control V and it wouldn't do anything. But I want to select, so just holding down the mouse button. Oh, it's trying to work. Okay, it got it started. There we go. Now I hit Control C. Okay, it looked like maybe it worked. Now what do I want to do? I want to go to that app. First, let's find out. Am I still in? What am I showing? I'm on desktop. Okay. I got to be somewhere where I can copy and paste. Let's just go back here again. I'm going to open up a sticky note in my regular machine. Usually you can new sticky note, Control V. Yeah, no, that's what was already in the clipboard. Okay, so that's fine. That's a fine sticky note, but that's not. It doesn't necessarily mean normally Linux or Windows with remote with VNC viewer, or at least with the maybe it doesn't work in VNC the way Tiger Team Viewer like it does in regular VNC, like in you can share the clipboard between the remote machines and the local. So I don't know if I got that or not. Let's do this again. Let's do it the other way. I bet I didn't get it because up here you hit copy and that did work. I just remembered that. Okay, now let's try that again. New note. Nope, I did not change a thing. Did not change a thing. Okay. Just to make sure I'm getting it, I'll just have to do something on the phone to see if it's going to work instead of keeping on trying it the other way. I don't even know, but copy. Okay, let's do it in this email. Control V. It works. Good. Now, see if we can get out of that. I'll probably end up saving a bunch of drafts by accident here, but oh well. Yeah, it saved it. I want to get out of Gmail now because I don't want to send it, at least not right now. I think that changes every time you do a live stream, so it wouldn't do any good to save it. Well, there is one on your admin page. That's probably the one I should save. Okay, so my phone is, it's black on the desktop and it's gone to, okay. I can tell that I'm working it pretty hard. That's starting to worry me a little bit. Need to get out of VNC as soon as I can. Okay, now on the phone, I need to open up that streaming app. I'll stay like this so that I can see, use my clip, use my keyboard. Yeah, VR. It's called VR whatever, but on the icon it says something with a Y, little bitty letters in front of the VR, and it's like, it makes me hard for me to find it. I don't know if running the camera and the, the up your webcam. This is the part I haven't got to do before. There it is, VARS Labs. It's still waiting for it to come all the way up. Now it gets to the screen with a little play button there, and you can't see it. And it will give you a little screen. We'll see if I touched the little play button. Application is low on memory. Yeah, I kind of figured that. Maybe it didn't respond yet. Now you can see it. See if that makes it. Try it again. There. Now, I want to do HTTP. See, you got gallery, browse, and network, and it'll work. Local network, you just get a white screen. When I go to my URL of my local stream, I just get a white screen. And I tried all the ways I know how to put it in. There's 2 ways you could possibly put it in, and it just gives you a white screen. Now I've got an ad. Go ahead and try to get out of the ad and see. Well, now it's made it show up there. Okay, I'm going to let me try it on the keyboard. Paste. Oh yeah, that didn't work. It's there, but it doesn't work. And if I click up in there and hit Control V, it works. Okay. Now we're getting somewhere. Now I don't know if it'll split it like, you know. Okay, I guess you got to hit OK again. I don't remember. Try it again. Okay, it says checking URL, so hopefully it'll go to it. I got that a lot on it's really, I got that and it just didn't come up. Now it may be that the app can't do it, this kind of URL. I tried a regular video, and I have noticed that some sorry, I'm starting to have coughing problems again. It's just sitting there checking URL. Maybe because I have too much going on the phone. So since I'm worried about that, I'm going to close TeamViewer and see if that helps. And I'll just go back to the there we go. We'll do it that way. Okay. Was free. This was a free session sponsored by something. You know, oh, that was TeamViewer. That's what it was. Let's see. I'm going to go back again. Try to. Oh, there we go. Okay, go in there again. Oh, I don't have TeamViewer. Now I'm stuck because I can't. There's no way I can type that unless I could do Control V in the on the phone because I have the hacker's keyboard going. I think I missed it. I'm having to hold it up where I can see it and then try to work. It's not doing anything. It's just Control V. It's just popping up an A. And I'm touched in the little spot. Maybe I don't have it in the clipboard anymore. Yeah, earlier I didn't have a control button or anything, and I couldn't try it on the phone itself. I guess that hacker's keyboard, I have it set to be the default keyboard, but it doesn't always. I'm just not. I'm hitting the A by accident, I think is what it is. Got a D out of it. I can see that I'm holding it down. Let's get out of that. Now let's try that paste again. I went too far. I should still be in the keyboard, I would think. I don't know why the paste doesn't work. Now I got it in that stupid. Oh, great. Now I've got it in that magnified thing, and that's hard to get out of. I don't even know how to get out of it. I usually have to, like, It gets stuck in there. I hate that. Okay, it got out of it. Now let's see if it's still streaming the camera. Yeah, it's still streaming it. Okay. I'm down to 90% on the battery. I started at 100. It goes down pretty fast when you're doing this much. Okay, I got to get back into that app again now. Where is it? There it is. It's oh, VAR. Yeah, it does say VAR. There's another one that I was able to see my admin page of my stream, like I was showing a while ago in my web browser. It goes to the web browser is what it does. But it wasn't split. There wasn't any way to split the view. So I'm back. I guess I should have put a camera over my shoulder looking down at my phone, but it would have been too far to see what was going on anyway. Okay, HTTP. Hit and paste does nothing. If you do that, now let's see if Control V. I don't guess maybe there's nothing in the. But it keeps jumping up with an A when you do that. That doesn't make any sense. Get out of this app again. Let's see if our camera's still streaming. I guess I could have waited and started the camera after this camera after I got that playing. I guess I could have done it that way too. Well, I don't know if I don't know if these other apps, if you can. Again, I'm not. If you hit the home screen, will it close? I guess it would leave them going. I'm not sure. Could have tried that. Let's see. I can go into my emails, I guess, and look into my drafts if I can find them. I can't type on a phone to save my life, so I've never tried to find all that stuff in here. There's drafts, though. I got 39 of them. I use them for things like this. Okay. There. Open it with YouTube. The link will work. Open it with Chrome or YouTube. I was just going to say, if it would let me open it with that VR, that would be perfect. But no. Browser, Chrome, or YouTube. So try YouTube. I don't think there's. What if there's if there was a 360, if I could view any video I wanted in YouTube in 360 instead of just the ones that are, in VR, that'd be perfect. And I can see my live stream anyway, if it works. This phone is, I didn't expect it to get so overworked. It's really working slow. I guess I can plug the power into it and probably help it, give it a little more. I noticed that my streams, they work. The lagging of the audio and video, when I unplug them and get them on battery, that's when it gets really bad. Okay, yeah, there's my stream. It finally came up. So I guess, it worked. Oh, it's double. Oh, it's double because I got a dual camera view, goofball. Fool yourself. Yeah, it's double. Okay. It takes a while for it to switch, but I switched back to single camera mode. And the stream cam 1, but it hasn't switched yet. Okay. Let's see if there's any settings that you could do. I don't think there is. No. I don't watch videos on the phone because they're too little to. Doesn't come down long enough for you to Oh, now it's a single view. I'm trying to touch the little 480p, stats for nerds, report. Yeah, that you can't do anything like that. Okay. Yeah, I didn't think you could. And I've already got that email with the share, so I don't need that. There. Okay. I just gotta, oh, I guess if I click on edit. I accidentally clicked on compose. There was a big red. There was two pencil looking things. One was red and one is dark. There. My thing gets so small. Oh, that's because of the hacker's keyboard. Oh, that's all right. It won't hurt. I can get up there and get to it, I think. Whoops. I think it's very small. That other one had a swipe button. Got the little boo thing to come up. Now the paste comes up. I'm trying to get it to. I had better luck with the mouse. That blue thing just moves. Let's see. Yeah, there was a swipe button on the other keyboard, and that's how I got it to that blue thing to work. Guess I'll do it again with. Oh, let's try one more time. Should be able to like have a drop-down menu to copy that link or something. There's probably a way to do that, but I've seen it work before. Whoops! Now I'm getting letters in there. I've seen it work before where you know, if you just run your finger across it, it will. Now I got the blue thing, but and if I get a hold of the blue thing, it just drags it to the other end. There, finally. Copy. Okay, now let's get out of there. I've got to go all the way back. Let's make sure my camera's still working. Yep. Okay. That app's pretty good about staying on and streaming away. I just don't know where this other new app is in my bunch of apps. It's hard to find it. Everything is too little for me. I can just barely make this stuff out. I need like a 10-inch phone. There, I think it's moving. There it is. All right, now. I know it's in the clipboard. It's a slow app to open up. Let's see, I don't have TeamViewer running. I don't have VARS Labs. It's called VARS Labs. Yeah, VR player. Okay, now. It's called VR. There's two of them. This one's called VR Player Pro, but there was nothing about having to buy it. And if there's any limited functionality, I don't know what it is. Hit and paste button does nothing. Click on enter URL, and then you can. Okay, now I got my keyboard up. It does not do it. Probably still had it in there last time. I don't know why it won't do it. Why not? I like this keyboard because I can see all the numbers and letters all at once, and you have a control key, an escape key, you have a function key. Oh, okay. That changed it to all your F1 to F12, and you still have a control. Hit that again. Okay. The cursor's in the little edit window, but it's not. It just keeps jumping an A up there. Won't do anything. Yeah, so I guess I need somebody. I need somebody to teach me how to use any of these Android keyboards. Okay. It's not helping. Nice. This would be the thing. All this is taking me forever. It's bad enough when you get all hung up in computer stuff when you that's just actually hard to do, but when you don't know what you're doing, that's no good. Okay, so I'm going ahead and opening up. Oh, it doesn't want to open up either. Okay, I open up TeamViewer again. I got to get it up on the computer. At least I know I can. There we go. Oh, what in the world? Oh, okay. Get it out of there. Yeah, I'm on desktop. What is it doing? Okay. Yeah. Hit allow. Now, I will try again using my keyboard on through remote desktop. It doesn't come up in front for some reason. So let's see. That worked. That works, but it didn't show up on the screen as it's been doing all this time. Where's that new app? There it is. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. It just can't quite keep up. Tried changing the settings, to where, whoops. On the regular VNC apps, you can actually change the resolution, but it just has these like optimized for this and that. Yeah, see, that won't let you do anything. Screen resolution, I would bring it down to where it was fuzzy and I could barely, just as long as I could tell what was going on, but it won't do it. Won't let you. Okay, but the app is up. There. Okay, it's still black on the computer, but now I'll go ahead and hit the HTTP. There we go. I still think paste should work right there. Okay, it came up. Now then, Control V. Now it's not doing it. Must have lost my URL out of my clipboard. See if I can leave it on that screen. I'll hit the home screen and see if I can get to my email again. Could be maybe I never had it in the keyboard like I thought. No, we'll see. Try it again. At least I know I did do it. Not templates. I think I hit the wrong thing. I have more trouble touching the screens. Now see there, that with the mouse I can do it good. Whoops. Went away before I... Trash settings, templates, drafts. There they are. Can't see it on the computer again, but okay. There it is. Now, I can't see it on the computer to see if I'm selecting it with the mouse like I did before. There. Dang it. Just trying to, oh, now I can see it. Maybe I can. Oh, now I got a hold of the sidebar by accident. Now it's dragging the. Sidebar again. I'll quit trying with the mouse. Maybe I can get it with the... I'll try my copy of it that I got down there. I know. Just let me get this done, and then it's saying I'm low on memory again. If it let me get this done, and I'll close some stuff. That'd be better. Oh, probably why it's doing that is because it's low on memory. It won't cooperate. A minute ago I was able to do that. Now it keeps, you can't see what it's doing, but it's, I right clicked and I think I opened it up or something. Oh, I went out of that email. You know, I'm not in the edit mode, but I shouldn't. Maybe you have to be in the edit mode and hit edit. That's how I did it last time, I think. Just now realized. Now let's see if I can do it with the mouse. It jumped on me. It keeps jumping back and forth. I don't want to type anything in there. I just want to edit the darn thing. Now I'm getting my little blue thing. It won't cooperate. There. Now. Never quite know what it takes to get it to. Nope. I need to select first. There. That is so hard. This is why I don't mess with trying to do this on an Android. And this is with the mouse. I can't even really do it with my fingers. Okay. I'm going to leave that open this time because it, you know, you got to leave the apps open in some windows to get that to work. Depends on, I don't know how Android does it, or on my Linux systems it just depends on the app you're in, a window that you're in, not even the app that you're in. Well, the light was on. No, I must have touched it by accident. Okay. Where is that thing? There it is. Sometimes you have to hold it up and down to read it, and sometimes you can hold it sideways. It doesn't always flip like it's supposed to. The whole thing's black, not just what you're seeing. Oh yeah, this app takes a little bit to work. I was going to say I'm going to really run this down, but I have it plugged in, so I may leave it plugged in for a while anyway. You can do that. You can stick it in the headset, and I just can't get up and walk around or anything. But I don't. If I could just see it working at all, it'd be all right. So I might leave it plugged in. We'll see. I might. Depends on how the battery is when I get to that point. If I get to that point. There we go. Now I'm getting to that where I can. I'm just going to hit Control V on the keyboard. Let's see. There. Finally. Okay. And then you have to hit it again. Okay. So I don't know. Maybe that email window needs to be open. Okay, it's checking URL. It may not be able to play the live stream at all. It's got all kinds of options in there where you can, pick what kind of view you want and everything. It's pretty cool. Like I said, it take my videos that I've already recorded, and I noticed, I'm streaming in FLV flash video format because that works the best, and that was the default for OBS Studio. And I figured, well, that's probably the one that they have figured out works the best. And because I remember a long time ago, a couple of years ago, when I first tried OBS, I tried like MP4 and stuff like that. And I figured out I had more lag and more. I had it back then. It works really well now as far as the audio and video being in sync on the desktop. Now, when I'm doing these wireless streams and all that, you get into all kinds of headaches. But wireless camera streams and all that. But with the audio and video being in sync. But when I get on the desktop, it's good. So it's just sitting there. You can't see it on the screen, but it's just sitting there trying to connect. I thought maybe a minute ago I turned off my team viewer, thinking it might have something to do with it, but I don't think it did. Because it didn't come in when I turned it off. Yeah, just may not be able to do it. When I clicked on one of my videos, it worked perfectly. But yeah, if I don't have a live stream going, then I can't test this. So all this fiddling around on the live stream, sorry, but that's the only way I could test it. It hasn't come back with an error, but it's taken so long that it doesn't look like it's going to work. So let's see. I don't know why I switched. It doesn't actually. It's just sitting there checking. I wonder. Well, it can only help my network. Streaming. I mean, it can only help my network traffic by stopping that team viewer. So I'll do that. Get back over here. Oh, now it's the camera went to sleep. Let's see. Or the phone. It's still just sitting there trying to do it. I'd like to get off of that screen and try and close down things, like the Gmail and stuff. But it's wearing out my neck. At least I want to get my little pillow. Oh, hurts to look down for a long time like that. Let's get this up in the air. There we go. Ooh. So, well, I was when I was trying to find the right way to type in what was I trying to do? Oh, my local network. If I didn't have it right, it would just sit there checking the URL, and I would wait a little bit and then get out and type it differently, and then phone keeps going to sleep. Yeah, that's taking so long now. Doesn't look like it's going to work. So, darn it, I was really hopeful for that. I'm going to hit the home screen just to see what happens if I go back to the home screen. Since I hadn't been in practice of doing that, I didn't realize you could do that. And then I hit the IP webcam app. It's still working. It'll do that. Uh-oh. I just messed up. I just got out of my camera stream. Well, that's okay. I wasn't streaming off of that camera anyway at that time. And I wasn't using the audio, so it's back up. Okay. Let's make sure it's working. Go to it. I still have my audio from SM58. Yep. It's a little bit of lag, but it's working. Okay, now, it's probably lag on everything. Okay, now hit the home screen. Now let's go to that app again. See if it brings it right back up or what it does. It may start over at the beginning. Yeah, looks like it. It's black. It goes black at first. It's kind of slow to load even normally when this phone's not stressed. So You can do a lot with these little things, though. Quad core, if it has a gig of RAM, if it had 2 gig, it'd really be screamer. And it's only 1.2 gigahertz. That's the only thing about these. I guess, with the power to power usage to power ratio, but it's amazing what they can pack into these little things. Okay, I went back to that page where you would put stuff in. I'm going to try Control V again. Same old problem. When I push down Control, it's hot. It's hot to my finger. That's how hard this phone's working. When I touch the screen. All right, so what I'm going to do then is get out of every app. I don't know if I want to reboot it or... Yeah, I think it'd be best to just reboot the thing. And then I'll do a test with one eye closed. I'll show what I've been talking about. I won't have what I want, but I'll at least be able to do a little video test. I haven't on a live stream. I haven't, like a real video. I haven't done a video with this headset on. Done some tests, and that's all. So I'm going to go ahead and, I don't know. I'm going to unplug this adapter because I don't know if it'll cause some kind of trouble in the phone with it plugged in there. It makes it think that the phone, I notice it makes it think that headset's plugged in or a mic or whatever. It shows the headset signal whenever it's plugged in. So we'll let it reboot. Tried to click on both. My back's itching so bad I'm about to go nuts. And actually, this is my back scratcher, but I've got paper towel on it so I can use it to put aloe vera on my back whenever. Sometimes I need a little helping hand there. So get that rebooted. You can actually see a little bit going on there on the phone in the picture, can't you? So yeah, I was going to leave it like this when I put the headset on. That's why I set up these side and front view. Kind of show exactly what it is I'm doing here. Okay, IP webcam. Get it up and running. And enabled audio, start server. We'll make sure it's working. Okay, now there's my, oh great, my cable, my power. I guess I'm going to leave it there. Fell in a good spot, I guess. It was up, it fell to right there. My extension cord and my wall wart, it was sitting up there on top of my Radio Shack TRS-80, which I haven't got to play with in a long time because I'm always doing too many other things. But anyway, I'm going to put the headset on. Well, that's sure lagging off a lot. Go to the desktop. Sometimes going to the desktop and going back helps a lot. Let's see if it did. I think I've just ran all this a bit too long tonight already. Oh, that's cam 2. I was trying to kick on cam 3. Let's see what happens when I move around. Yeah, it's a severe lag. So, I mean, I've got it. I'm not even aiming at it right now. See, that's where I've been for a while. So, for one, I'll probably just all this extra stuff I've been doing on the network is causing that. But it may be better overall for me to just run 2 cameras and 1 audio stream. Sometimes when I get done with a stream, I end up having to reboot the routers. Well, actually, the one my TP-Link. No, TP-Link. No. Yeah, TP-Link. I got a TrendNet and a TP-Link, and I always get those two confused. Which one I'm wanting to say? The TP-Link's a newer one, and it's a gigabit router. And I think it will do. I'm using the 2.4 gigahertz. It'll do up to like 300 megabits. So you'd think it would have plenty of headroom for these phones, because I have seen them do 72 megabits, but it'll get its cache full and quit working right. Okay, so the phone is on. Now, why did the preview go away? It usually stays on when you've got the power plugged in, but it went black. Well, let's just see. It went black pretty quickly, so that won't let me see what I'm filming. Let's put it in here, and I'm going to leave it plugged in to help it. And now I'll have to plug my audio in. Oh, I didn't put the little adapter on there first. I got to put that on there first. And once I get it all hooked up, I have to use my magnifying glass to see if I got it plugged in all the way, or if I need to. That one's a little harder to tell. Okay. Now, put it back in here. So, let's see. Okay, now get my cable. Make sure I don't go get it hooked up, tangled up in the... Now let's plug it. I'll use my pencil over here into that with my power cable in it. Okay, there we go. Use it to keep it, otherwise you can't even plug it in. It'll just push the phone all the way to the other end, and then this will only go so far, and then it won't go any further. I wouldn't force it in there, it might break something. So now I think I can switch. Check 1, 2. Okay, we're on the lapel mic now, and you can probably tell the difference in the sound. So I can move that away. Yep. See, the lapel's on my shirt, so it doesn't matter where this is. And I think I will. Yeah, I'm going to want to be able to get up and walk around, so I'm going to unplug that and throw it up there. Oh, take off the glasses. Let's see. Yeah, there's no way I could wear that with these glasses on. They've said you could wear them with glasses, I believe, but I don't know what kind you could wear them with. Okay, now I need that pencil. And I gotta there. And with this open, yeah, okay. So I really just want to shove it over so that I can see most of the picture with one eye, so that I can see where to aim. Yeah, because I just have to close one eye like this. I can't do it in it's not in VR mode. So, and this is where what happened. Oh, it went to sleep. Let's see. I can actually touch that button barely. There, it woke it up. So that's what you'd have to do when it goes to sleep, is hit the button. I need my pencil, and I guess I need to hang on to my pencil. It keeps moving. It's just held on by some a spring clamp with some rubbery pads to keep from messing up your phone, There we go. Okay, now my adapter's really sticking out. Now see, I can't see the screen. Oh yeah, that's why I wanted to adjust the lighting, but I don't want to do that now. before. I'll have to do this in order to switch. Okay, now we are in VR cam mode. Not really. We're in headset cam mode. Phone head. This is my phone head. Okay, now I just left my cable. I usually kind of have it wound up to not have extra going all over the place. But, oh, I forgot. I'm supposed to be paying attention to my head movements and all. Okay, like not going fast and everything. Okay, so that's the box, and it has a little remote, you know, where you could turn the cameras on. Well, before I was trying to use it with the camera app, you know, open camera. And I mean, if you be careful. I mean, you know exactly where you're shooting, and if you close one eye, then you won't throw up right away. But if you have both eyes open, it makes you see two different things, and it's cross-sighted in the weirdest way you've ever experienced. Like moving my chair and rolling it, it's like being on a roller coaster feeling, you know, when you're coming down the hill, only not fun. It's more like it's like car sickness. I used to get car sick when I was a kid a lot. That's what it's like. It's motion sickness. It's like car sickness. It comes on pretty fast, and for me, and but yeah, so you know, I was thinking I could wear it while I was doing things, but I'll put this extra cable in my belt so that I won't end up hanging it on everything. But yeah, I'll put this pencil down. Put it over here, I guess, because I can't see. Yeah, looking out of one eye, and see, like I was thinking I would. Well, no, that wasn't what I wanted. Was that computer? But yeah, I wouldn't try to pick that computer up. Actually, what I was thinking is, it was my keyboard here. I think it's starting to wear out. It's not always typing the right keys, and some it's weird because it just only does it in certain places and certain apps. But I have another one just like it up in there. I don't think I can show it. I'm not going to do it now. I can see that it couldn't do it. I got stuff in the way, cables. But this is what I mean. I'm going to try to do kind of close to what I had in mind actually using this for, just for an experiment. See, I was going to get this other keyboard out from here and swap them out, but I couldn't do that much work. Something fell on my foot. That was my pillow. Yeah, I couldn't do that much. I couldn't do it. I'm actually last few days I think my sinuses have gotten messed up in a way that makes me dizzy. I've been dizzy for 3 days now, I think. Where is it? I guess I can show it. Anyway, I got up. I had a cramp in my foot. I got up in the middle of the night. Anyway, I fell. This is always shut at night. I fell against that and scraped my arm pretty good. I got up and tried to walk on the cramp, walk it off, and I was so dizzy I fell. And I say I can hardly sit back down. I'm dizzy. This is making me dizzy. Okay, so yeah, and then when you start moving around and just trying to do normal things, and you know you can't. That's the other thing is head-mounted video is really not all that good of a way to make video because your head moves around a lot. And see, I'm sure that was like dizzying in the video to see me sit down there and jerk around trying to get in that chair. So, and you normally don't have to move your head that much to see what you're doing. Okay, so I'm going to get out of it. Go back to my double camera mode. Yeah, that was enough of an experiment in that for me. But my cable's long enough for it to reach over there, so I'm glad that works, but it's not usable for me. I don't think anybody would really want to do that. I don't think. It's and now that and to get that where I could see it, I mean, I guess I could have left it over this way. See, it's sticking out real far now because I pushed it over to the left to be able to look out of my left eye, and that's just kind of my natural. When I want to close one eye and look with the other one, I always close my right eye. Without even thinking about it, I guess my left eye's stronger, sees better. But yeah, I could go the other way, and then that would be up in there. But I don't want to put it back on. But get my glasses on. I can see just what I was just kind of barely seeing what I was doing there to switch and do things. But to mute this and mute. Okay, I'm going to mute this. And come back to the SM58. Okay, so that was a interesting experiment. I wouldn't exactly say it was fun. Yeah, I've tried it before with open camera, and it's really harder that way because my head's just swimming. Because you got to start and stop the app, and you can't. I mean, you can kind of hold it out and do it that way, or you can use this little remote. And the thing is I could never really, you can see the mouse cursor with this. You can see the mouse cursor on the phone, if I remember right. Well, part of it you can't. In some places you can, some you can't. Oh, that's right. You don't see it in open camera, and I would have to just move this joystick around, and I had trouble remembering what buttons do what. But anyway, I could get about half and half. Sometimes I'd get the phone on and off when I wanted to, and sometimes I'd accidentally turn it off or accidentally turn it on when I didn't mean to. So it wasn't usable that way either, to just record a video straight to the phone. That's better like that, especially with this. And the other thing is the mic. The mic's being muffled with it inside of there. It made the sound terrible. With this, I've already done some tests. It's going to be just the same as when I'm using it for a wireless mic only, audio only. So it's interesting. I love to try things out and see if they'll work. And let's see. It went to sleep. Okay, so what I'll do then is take it. I'm not using that mic right now, so I can unplug it, take the phone out again. And see, yeah, I ended up with it as far as it would go over that way so that I could close my right eye and see most of the screen in my left eye. What I could have done, well, actually, if I would have done that, it's a good thing I didn't. The volume button's right there, and it would have been pressing on that. There's one holder here and two down here, and it would have been pressing on it the whole time. It would have been holding it down, I think. Yeah, it would be on it. I think it would be holding it down. I can't really tell for sure. And it probably would. Well, I couldn't go all the way either. I couldn't go on any further than about right there. That's as far as the, or maybe even not that far. It's the edge of the headset. Yeah, so it would have been about right there. So that's probably the other reason. Well, there's just no way to do that, in other words. It would have to go to the left like I had it. So, yeah, it's not a usable idea. Get this thing out of here. Make sure I don't actually end up breaking my female connector in my side of my phone. It's bad when you break something like that. That's really hard to fix. But it's hot. This phone is hot. I've been giving it way too much to do. Yeah, I rebooted it a while ago, so it just needs to. Then when I tried to get back in there, the IP webcam crashed. But I was going to shut it down anyway. Now it's stuck in that stupid. If you can see it, you can't. I don't know if you can see that at all, but Let's go to camera 1. Yeah, you can see those yellow lines around. Oh, that's not what I want either. There. Yeah, the yellow lines. It's zoomed in, and I don't care what you pinch or where you put your 2 fingers, it won't come out of it. Makes me so mad. I tried to turn that completely off, and I think there's some things in these phones that I don't care how many times you turn them off, they turn themselves back on, and it's stuck. It won't go. I don't care how many times you hit the rest of the buttons. Sometimes you just have to shut the thing off. Sometimes it'll get out of it, and even now it could be locked up. Could very well be, because there, no, it went down. Sometimes you got to take the battery out. It'll lock up like that. And that's, oh, it's still in that mode. I don't think you can get it to go into shutdown mode with it like that. Let's see. It's not doing that. It'll go, I think it'll go to sleep. Yeah, if you just put it to sleep, it'll do that. But I had to study and study to find out, and then I forget because I don't do this very often. Now it doesn't want to do anything. Okay, now the phone, it's locked. It is locked up because you can't move anything or do anything. You can't move the screen around. So yeah, it's locked up. Just like I was afraid. And holding it down, it's not doing anything. If you just hold it down to try to make it turn off, it won't do it. Dang it, I hate that. And it's just like a slip of a finger that makes it happen. And I've turned it off 100 times, at least 10 times. So I don't. And the other thing. So I finally went through all my phones. I had a vast battery saver on there on one or two of them. I mean, 2 or 3 of them. I have 3 identical phones, and it seems to be locked up now. Okay, now I can make it go to sleep, and that's all. Yeah. Sometimes if you leave them alone, they'll come out of that mode. But I don't like to take the battery out unless I have to. This one also has a button that's not real great. It doesn't want to turn on when you hold. You can hold that button and hold that button, and it won't turn on. The other ones turn on really good. Can't see what I'm doing. I'm trying to hold it where you can see what I'm doing, but you can't see it anyway unless I get close to the camera. Okay. So, why don't I get this mic off? I'm not using it, and it's starting to get tangled up in things. There we go. Roll this up before I mess something up. The last thing I want to do is break the tiny little cable on this lapel mic. Somehow, my little emery board, I guess it was the strap on that headset. It ended up down on the floor. I got my little screwdriver up to get the cover off so I could take the battery out. But I hate to do it. Sometimes if you wait, it'll come out of that. It keeps, when you hit the button, it's really delayed to wake up and go to sleep. I'll wait for a little bit. Then I'll take, if I have to, I'll take the battery out. Okay. I think it's bugging me. It's not where I like it. My power thing. knocked everything out of whack. It bugs me. Sorry. Okay. Yeah, kind of wishing I'd just been working on the computer now. Well, it'd be all right. It was a learning experience. I kept thinking about it for a long time, and just guess I had to try it. So let's go see how my live stream is, and I guess I'm done with this test. So kind of warm you out. I was already getting kind of tired anyway. Let's see. At least I finally realized why I don't like using this bookmarks toolbar all the time. I don't like it looking at it. But I put the link to my live stream in there, and it makes it quick to get to that, to my live stream. So, yeah, looks like we're okay. I get at it. But, yeah, still got audio and everything. So, yeah, I'll be interested to look back at that video and see what a mess it is. Okay, so, yeah, if you ever thought about using your VR headset as a head-mounted camera, you have to have a stronger stomach than me and not be susceptible to motion sickness at all. I mean, you can do it, but really those, of course, I've never had any of those glasses with a camera in them, but I think it seems to me those would be much better. You'd still, if you're really going to get a video that's worth looking at, you're going to have to learn to hold your head really, move it very carefully and everything. So, or have a really super good camera in it that you know, adapts to that. Like, you know, like of course the GoPros are too big to put on your glasses, but something like that would, I'm sure, would. I don't like the fisheye look though, so I would just want regular widescreen, you know, HD look. But I'm on camera anyway. I'm not showing my. I didn't show my what I was doing a while ago, but that's fine. Okay, so yeah, we used to think years ago before they started making. Well, they've had small cameras. They've had cameras, lenses and stuff that were small enough to fit in glasses, hide in glasses. I know about them in the '60s. You know, the government had them. They called them spy cameras. They still like to call them that today. They had them, and they were usually had a wire, you know, hidden, run down into a pack, a recorder pack. But now they've got, you know, cameras that are small enough to fit in the arm of a, you know, a pair like those plastic glasses. Of course, those are not very high quality. Well, there's high quality as these cameras are better. But anyway, mess with that after I get off the video. All right, this is Don, and that was my little experiment. I never did need my endoscope. I just thought I might need it. But okay, well, I'll come back later with whatever. I'll probably be working on the S-Rock again next time I do a video. All right, bye-bye.